here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. This was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Let's go. Craft all 80. Alert! Alert! Let's go!
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Now he's loose at the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of the Super Bowl. He's been reliable all year, and he continues that reliability here on the biggest stage.
And when we were in a production meeting with the offensive coordinator, didn't he kind of mention, maybe even smile about the idea of running the football? It's worked well for them.
Come on, come on. Hit! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Coconut.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, look at the juke. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Sliding out of the pocket. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score 57. Seahawks nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first down 10. And they're on 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go, Bull.
Bills take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off play action. Allen. That is into the hands of Coleman downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He's got it to the 43 here. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think of the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed,
and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Coleman, 42 yards. And the Bills will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And it is caught downfield by Harrison. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., 75 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board here in this Super Bowl. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game. Something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
19, hot 70, hot 70.
Looking to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
19, strike, there we go, strike. Ready.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his guy's man in stride, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready, set.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Trap 60, trap to 60. Check smash, check smash. Street.
Motion
Street.
left, Cup.
Go.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
77.
They're going to look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they
gets by him and now a little daylight. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 14-7 is the score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
56, 319.
Here's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams...
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Allen now looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Round 80! Middle. That's it!
Give to Cook out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
180! What's that?
Allen going to get it quickly out to Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Seahawks 7. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the...
But how about this? A fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Play fake. He'll buy some time running. He's able to get it to Coleman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. Keon Coleman with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. And now an audible here into something else. Second and 3. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Come on, grab 50, like this, go!
Now back to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the set. Dragon 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back to throw again. He completes this to Walker. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. They'll look to throw again. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll set up the throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Marvin Harrison Jr. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Okay, break.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Hit and the ball's out. Now this is picked up and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Take a whistle, take a trip, you know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised, I fell through with the nicknames. Say, yo, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. They blacked out, if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hit them, that's how you know them. Can they both? I hit them, hating on them.
Bass on for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he returns this to the 22.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
We gon' party like it's your birthday. Like it's your birthday. And you know we don't get fucking like your birthday. You'll find me in the club. Mama, I got what you need. You need to feel it. I'm in the habit. Playing in the liquor. So come give me a hug. Get in the getting. You can find me in the club. Mama, I got what you need. You need to feel it. I'm in the habit. Playing in the liquor. So come give me a hug. Get in the getting.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen. Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Look out.
Here's Allen to throw it. Being chased out left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, Almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run, too. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now this time, Allen will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, 29 yards. And the Bills are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Okay, here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Sanders able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
60 Bobcat. Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. How about this? And they will finally get it, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They run it again with Cook. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Here comes 3rd down at 7. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Harrison. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way if they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th.
Ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Seattle. Marvin Harrison Jr. with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Throwing now is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
That is caught. And they'll get this down to the 10. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for first down.
And the Bills, first down. First down and goal to go.
Cook up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field, and he gets a tackle for loss there. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. To the air, Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Here's Bass now for the extra point. This one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Bills 59, Seahawks 21. Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Go!
On play action, they'll throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And spins away. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
They have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road.
and helped seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Again, it's Davis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Inside give to Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Davis running right. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner
shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get this back across the midfield. Strikeman down to the 47-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. For For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.